As more and more people break away from the stress and grind of their 9-to-5 corporate jobs, they're seeking more clarity and depth in their lives. As the movement grows, people are becoming more interested in meditation and the benefits it has to offer. I have with me here today meditation teacher Adam Baldwin. Thanks for joining us today, Adam.
Oh, thank you for inviting me. Thank you for inviting me, Josh. It's great to be here and speaking to you.
Fantastic. So I just wanted to talk briefly today about some of the benefits of meditation, what it is you do as well. And then just to get people, maybe they're skeptical or they're really curious, but they're not sure. They really like the idea of what benefits have to offer, but they're not really sure where to start and how it can work for them.
Sure, there's quite a lot to unpack there. So certainly when it comes to the benefits of meditation, there's probably about 4,000 peer-assessed papers on the benefits of meditation. And that's a variety of meditations, whether it be, say, something like mindfulness-based meditations or more mantra-based meditations. So meditation is something which has been an ancient practice, which is many, many thousands of years of age, but is becoming increasingly more popular in our modern world. And the reason why its resurgence is so huge is because our stress levels right now are really, really peaking. We're getting to a point now, perhaps in our lives, where a lot of us aren't living the lives we feel we should be living, or if we are living lives we feel we should be living, the lives that we're living aren't exactly what we expected them to be. So we spend our time going out there, achieving, making money, building a family, doing well in life, materially speaking, whilst at the same time our own personal sense of self is eroding. So hence the mental health issues arising. Mental health problems are actually topping high levels at the moment, certainly when it comes to men in particular. So meditation is a perfect tool to bring our mind out from the outer world and bring it in. And by bringing in, what it does is it actually gets us to a deeper space of inner calm, which is something everyone has access to. Meditation is the gateway to take us from the outer to the inner. And the inner provides most of the answers we need for the outer.
Fantastic. So someone who's never done meditation and they want to see if it works for them, or maybe they haven't read all the documents and they're skeptical. Do you want to just explain like what they could expect in the beginning when they're starting? What's a great way to kind of start and continue your momentum?
I would say with something like meditation, see it as not just an experiment, but also as a journey. It's a chance to actually take yourself off your usual route into something which can take you into something much broader and wider. Now, you can do this with simple exercises such as breath work. This is the good thing about meditation. Meditation is using things you already are in possession of, your own thinking processes, your own breathing processes, your very body itself. Everything you already have is there that can be used for meditation. So a simple one would be something as basic as breathing deeper. You can simply, as opposed to breathing up to chest level, which most of us do, make a conscious effort to breathe deeper, right to the bottom of your diaphragm, and breathing back out again. If you did that for, say, 4 to 8 breaths, your state of mind would change. So if you was on a very, very active, stressed level, let's say, you're ranking up to 10 out of 10 in terms of stress, you could probably bring that stress level down to around about 5 or 6. You could probably halve your stress levels by simply changing your breath. So meditation is actually very intelligent in the sense that it uses everything we have in our faculty right now to actually get us to that point of deep rest and deep calm. So I would say if people are looking to get into it, I'd say be a little experimental. Try this, try that. But if you're going to try something, give yourself the commitment to try it for, say, perhaps a month, because you're worth that commitment. You're worth the commitment to give yourself the extra time to just rest, because with greater rest comes greater activity, more powerful thinking processes, more beneficial actions from it. So I'd say with meditation, if people are a little skeptical of it, there are loads of scientific papers on the effects of meditation. But the scientific papers, as much as they're peer assessed and as much as they're very, very good, does not compete anywhere near the empirical experience of what meditation is. Experiencing meditation is far greater than reading about it. So for me, I'd say, give it a whirl, give it a go, try it out.
And how important is routine in that?
How important is routine?
Yeah.
I would say routine is very important. If you want to be good at anything, it's good to do it on a repetitive basis. So for example, if you wanted to run a marathon and you decided to run, say, twice a week, your ability to run the marathon will take a long time. If you decided you want to run a marathon, but you're going to be running, say, 4 times a week, straight away you've doubled your chances to actually make that marathon, to build up to it. With something like meditation, with regularity of practice, you find that actually you reach a space of inner calm very, very quickly. And with regularity of that space of reaching that inner calm on a regular basis, you find that outside stresses or outside challenges are so much easier to confront and so much easier to handle. And you find actually you become more creative in your approach to deal with outside challenges. So it's a life-enhancing tool. And it's simply the process of sitting, closing your eyes, and meditating.
Fantastic. For speaking like from personal experience, when we talked about routine, I struggled for meditation to keep it a really a big part of my life until someone was they gave me the tools like to just go ahead and give yourself that first 10 minutes of your day or the first 15 minutes of your day, and that's how you're starting, and that's basically you can carry that intention or that also that calm mindset through the day. Is that something that works for yourself as well?
Oh, big time, big time. I'm up about 4 a.m. to meditate, but then again, I'm a meditation teacher and coach, so it's an important part of my life. For me personally, Josh, it gives me a lot of energy, to the point where I have to actually slow myself down. So I deliberately stop working at 7 p.m. unless I'm teaching now. I start around about 5:30 in the morning, but I deliberately stop myself to allow myself to rest. So what meditation can actually do, the regularity of it, as difficult as it might be at the beginning, is it actually can set you up perfectly, not only for the day, but for your life. It's no accident that some of the highest achievers on the planet at the moment are all meditators. Steve Jobs was one, Ray Dalio is one, Tony Robbins, Oprah Winfrey, even film directors like Martin Scorsese is a meditator. You know, a lot of people understand the importance of going in within yourself. You may find it difficult at first, but the rewards you gain through regular practice is unbelievable. Unbelievable. I cannot tell you how much, I mean, I can tell you what I've gained from it. I've gained so much from meditation myself. And the thing I gain the most from meditation is actually when I'm teaching or coaching people through it, it's seeing the change. This is one of the joys of teaching meditation. Is seeing the change from someone who, say, perhaps insomnia for 5 years, and after one weekend of teaching that particular person, is saying to me, oh, I got 8 hours sleep last night. I haven't had that for 5 years. And I go, okay, that's good. And they go, oh, okay, well, then the attitude is, well, let's see if it happens again tonight. And it happens again. I check in with them a week later. They're still getting regular sleep of approximately 8 hours, maybe a little bit more. I check in with them a month later. They're still getting regular sleep. Not only are they getting regular sleep and feeling more rested, but they feel calmer and less angry. They feel they've got greater clarity of thought. This is just one aspect of the power of meditation. So it's a greatly empowering tool to use. It's an ancient tool from all those great ancient sages. You know, we're going back to the Vedic texts, the Buddhist texts, many, many thousands of years of age, of people who understood the nature of humankind. And this is there for everyone. This is there for everyone. And now, in this day and age, this very technological day and age, where we're rushing out there and perhaps forgetting ourselves, it's imperative to bring it into our lives.
Fantastic. I think also we talked like a lot about success and giving you energy, but I think a lot of people here at the moment are striving a deeper connection with people. That's really, we have so much technology in a way, it's pulled us apart rather than bringing us closer together. And I think it's one thing people are becoming more and more interested in is finding deeper relationships and deeper connections. Mm-hmm. Also, I can relate that I've never met someone who meditates and they're like, I don't really care about the environment, you know, the way that I can observe people interact with the environment and the people, like people around them, and being that they're the planet and the environment around them. Really, I think there's a conversation to be had there.
Yes, I agree with you. I think there's one argument, and there's one that I certainly believe, which is our disconnection from ourselves is helping us disconnect from the very planet around us. A lot of our actions are very unconscious, and we're not very considerate of our environment itself, and we're not very considerate of ourselves. There's quite a correlation there between the relationship with ourselves, our relationship with other people, and a relationship with the environment itself. So I think it's a great place to start to improve your relationship with yourself. And meditation is a great way of doing that. And what I mean by improving your relationship with yourself is, I mean, taking that time out for yourself to rest fully and to meditate deeply within yourself, to understand your motives, to understand yourself, and to not necessarily pick yourself apart, but see what's useful in your life and what isn't useful in your life. What can benefit you and what doesn't benefit you. We're quite habitual creatures sometimes. Sometimes we can do things which are not for our own good, but we're in a habit of continuing to do these things because it brings us some form of comfort. It brings us some form of validation. Meditation on a regular basis will actually help you question what you're doing and help strengthen your relationship with yourselves. And regardless of perhaps the common view of meditation as being a very, very polite and easy process, sometimes it can be difficult. It can be difficult to actually assess yourself. It can be difficult to let go of your inner stresses or let go of those things that you used to feel was important to you but are no longer important to you. Meditation itself is a very active process. Although you're physically sitting there, you're physically not doing anything, but the internal process is a very active process. So this is why, as part of my coaching process with meditation, is I walk side by side, more or less, with the person that I'm teaching. And I'm understanding exactly what they're going through. And I help them through stress release, which is a common part of meditation. And what stress release is the letting go of things that are harmful to you, things that are no longer of service to you. Okay, so so I'm there as to help you through that process. This is why I have a coaching aspect as well as a teaching aspect to what I do. So meditation itself is a great way to connect you to you, you to other people, and you to the environment around you. It's a fantastic tool for that.
Fantastic. That covers a lot of what I wanted to talk about today. There's so much more we could talk about. I'm curious about some of the more deeper conversations that we could go into, but just kind of wanted to touch on the surface today, and I think get people interested and just start doing, basically. Did you want to add anything extra? Like, what if someone's really struggling to get into it? What can a coach offer them, or what can a teacher offer them that they couldn't do themselves when they're first starting out, basically?
Well, it depends upon the method of meditation you take. Some of the meditations you can take on are quite difficult. So the mindfulness-based meditations are actually difficult to do, but they're worth the time doing. If you want something that's easier and that's easier to apply into your life, I would recommend a mantra-based meditation. A mantra-based meditation is essentially where you introduce a mantra into your thinking process and allow the mantra to do the work. It's a very, very deep and profound experience. I mean, I personally teach mindfulness and I do mantra-based meditations. I love them both. And I would recommend anybody try any one of those processes. But I would say this as well, Josh. If you want, I'm more than happy to speak to anybody about meditation, give them advice on the type of meditation that might work for them. And then they can go out and do their own inquiry. So I would certainly recommend reaching out to anyone. You've probably got a meditation teacher in your town, probably in your city, wherever you are. A lot of meditation teachers are doing things online as well. It won't be difficult to find one. Okay, so I would certainly say get curious about it, and have a bit of fun with it, and just try it out. One thing's for sure, you're certainly going to benefit.
Fantastic. Thanks so much. Well, thanks so much for the conversation today, Adam. We'll look forward to further conversations and going a little bit deeper into this topic.
Whenever you're ready, my friend, I look forward to speaking to you soon.
Fantastic. Thanks, Adam.
Right. Cheers. Bye.
Thanks for watching our video, guys. If you'd like to get in touch with Adam or find out more about what he does, go to baldwinwellness.com or Baldwin Wellness on LinkedIn. If you'd like to support my project, The Growing Movement, go to thegrowingmovement.com or The Growing Movement on Facebook. Otherwise, you can support our next project by donating on a link below.